Viewer discretion is expressed for the following program. If you are easily triggered or offended, please exercise caution while viewing this program, because the hosts really don't care. Warning, this show is not for children, and not for coworkers either.
Good morning and welcome back, everybody. How are you doing this morning, Deacon?
Huh?
How you doing this morning?
What?
Okay.
How you doing? I have these the cleaners. You know your computer cleaners and your antivirus stuff. They all are just popping up on me this morning, reminding me to do all my shit. It's pissing me off.
Oh,
Hi, buddy. How are you this morning?
Hey! I see you wearing your cable shirt this morning.
Yep, I got my cable Marvel comic
Yeah.
cable shirt. I was
Now, have you-
complimented by what's his name, Ryan Panagos. What's his name in Marvel? He's got some name that he goes by, some nickname, but his name is Ryan Panagos, and he's a big Marvel guy. He's employed by Marvel, and he's on a lot of their stuff, and he knows a lot about. He was the guy sitting next to what's his name when we did
that guy.
Ryan.
Like I'm thinking either a mustache or glasses.
He's got a
or
mustache.
something.
Yeah, he's got a mustache. Yeah, he knows a
All
lot
right.
about comic books. He's really
How are you over your rift with Rob Liefeld yet? You know, have you forgiven him?
No, I'm not going to forgive him until I get a personal apology for tweeting out that Top Gun 2 was the greatest movie in the world and it changed America. No, I love Rob, but we just disagree on that. And I can't keep looking at that drivel coming up on my Twitter feed all the time. And now that Mission Impossible 2 or 28 or whatever the fuck it is out.
I think it's 7. It's number 7.
I don't care. Whatever number it is, I'm sure it's being tweeted about on his channel. That's okay. I love
so
Rob's.
Like Mission Impossible may be the best movie of all time now, instead of Top Gun.
Maybe. I don't know.
So if Rob Liefeld updates his opinion from Mission Impossible, from Top Gun is the best movie of all time to Mission Impossible, then he would have moved off of his old position, and you could forgive him.
No, his position is that a movie with Tom Cruise is a good thing, and I don't agree with that.
Oh.
So hi, I'm doing good this morning. Okay. Nice to see you too, buddy.
Okay. Hey. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is your two dads. Every morning we drink coffee. We talk about the news, politics, culture,
and Tom Cruise,
pop culture,
Rob Liefeld,
gay stuff, trans things. I don't know. Tom Cruise. Whatever. We just talk about stuff. We talk about stuff because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry you tuned in here. You need a friend. We'll be your friend. You need a friend. You need one. No, you're not a rugged individualist. You're not a guy by yourself, alone against the world. No, you need a friend. You should call somebody, or you can listen to us talk to each other. Okay. It's way too early for you to be up. Back to bed. Good night. Good night.
If she wants to set in and do the show, I'll go back and sleep for another hour until 7:30. I have no problem with sleeping until my son comes up. At all.
Yeah.
At
all right.
all.
Deke, learn us some music.
I got a good one today. We've been adding this new country guy to our playlist this week, broadening your horizons, your musical horizons. So today I want to broaden them a little bit more. I'm going to give you an extra bonus song to listen to today, but you're going to have to go find it yourself. Okay. The bonus song is a song of the same name. The song today is Colter Wall. Since we're doing Colter Wall this week, he's a young country artist that needs a lot of play. He redone this song called Evangelina, and it's great. It's a great version of this song. It's practically identical to the original version, but it's Colter Wall singing it. The original version was written and performed by Hoyt Axton. And I've mentioned him, and we played added some of his songs before. He was the dad in Gremlins, for the folks that aren't as musically knowledgeable, but you will remember him from Gremlins. And he has, if you'll remember him from Gremlins, he had that voice that was, a very rich tone in his voice that stuck out. And Hoyt Axton had one of those voices that was just very rich, and his tone sounded like an announcer, like Gary Owen. So he's got a great version as well. So that's your bonus. That's what I was getting at. That's your bonus song, is to go and listen to Hoyt Axton's version of Evangelina. But Evangelina by Coulter Wall. The album is called Little Songs. This is a different album from Coulter Wall. I think
this album you can still get on CD. You can get this on CD from his website if you want that, or they have the MP3s everywhere that you can buy MP3s if you're not in your late 40s and confused by.
Can I get an audio cassette? This disc jockey and Camelot music still around? I'm gonna go to Camelot and get me an audio cassette tape.
Virgin Record store, right?
Yeah. We had Camelot music and disc jockey.
Yeah, I remember Camelot.
Yeah, we'd go in and I'd go to the back wall and look at their tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The days are gone.
Days are gone. All right. Okay.
All right.
Nice title this morning.
You think so?
I didn't see the title.
Honestly, this is the last. Oh, I see. All right. It's okay. I'll take a fake compliment.
I'm trying to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, Disney in denial.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Culture war pacifist Cram LGBTQ agenda. Now, Deacon sent me this clip yesterday. He was like, listen to this video of Bob Iger. This guy literally says one thing and then the opposite of it, like in the same sentence. They didn't even cut to a different interview.
No, it's the same interview.
It's so ridiculous. I'm like, okay, how can you be at a culture war when your opposition is so dumb they don't understand that they are the culture war? It doesn't, like, how do you argue with them when they're just so stupid? They just don't know. And he's not stupid in every respect, right? Like Disney, multi-billion-dollar company, right?
Right. Exactly.
Except that you'll hear him say stuff like this, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I've heard this week anyway. Here's the clip, Deke. We're gonna pull it up.
Do it.
This is a clip from an interview with CNBC.
What about DeSantis, who's going to be on the hustings, so to speak, for the next year? And he's made this a part of his campaign, attacking Disney, saying it's a woke corporation. We've put the company on a pedestal, but they've really embraced the idea of getting the sexualized content in the program line that I'm not willing to cross. I mean, that's what he said. I quoted DeSantis there. How do you respond to that?
Well, so far, what we've said publicly is that we are concerned that he has decided to retaliate against the company for a position the company took on pending legislation in that state. And frankly, the company was within its right, even though I'm not sure it was handled very well, it was within its right to speak up on an issue, constitutionally protected right of free speech.
Okay, that's the first point. Bob Iger says that Disney as a corporation has a First Amendment right to free speech. I'm not even really going to argue that.
Okay.
I'm not even really going to argue that. Although obviously a company's not a person and all of that stuff. But does the company have the right to issue a statement on pending legislation? Yeah, sure. They want to. If they want to. Okay. So I'm not even going to protest that.
Okay.
And to retaliate against the company in a way that would be harmful to the business was not something that we could sit back and tolerate. And so we have filed a lawsuit to protect our First Amendment rights there and to protect our business, frankly.
I believe the retaliation he's talking about is shutting down Reedy Creek, which allowed Disney to have its own government over its own territory in Florida, so that the Magic Kingdom was really a magical tax-free kingdom. So that's some of the retaliation that Bob Iger's talking about.
And they're trying to bill that to the normal public that doesn't have a clue what's going on.
Right.
My dad doesn't have a clue what's going on. You know, most people don't have a clue what's going on with, Ron DeSantis, you mean that man that hates gay people and hates people? He's trying to hate Disney now and make them, that's terrible. He's a terrible man. That's all they know. That's all they know. They don't realize that Disney is trying to be their own fucking nation down there with their own laws, their own goddamn government, their own fucking police force, their own jails. I'm not even making this up. I'm not even being farcical when I say this. They want to be their own freaking country down there. So
right.
And then they want to try to, this is what I have a problem. I have a problem with that, but I'm not in Florida, so I really don't give a shit.
Right.
What I have a problem with is them saying that they're not doing woke shit when they're doing woke shit.
Right.
Trying to shove it down our kids' faces. I want to show you this, okay?
Well, in a moment, in a moment, we don't necessarily have to cover it, but in a moment, he does say that we don't want to be part of the culture war.
Keep playing that. Yeah.
Okay.
Other issues that you referenced, look, the last thing that I want for the company is for the company to be drawn into any culture wars. You know, we've operated for, almost 100 years as a company, making product that we actually are proud of in terms of its impact on the world. I joke every once in a while, we're there to
Proud of. Okay, so we have the right to say whatever we want about legislation, and we don't think we should be punished for that, and we don't want to be part of the culture war, except we are definitely going to make propaganda targeting your children. All right.
Now, except we're going to make propaganda targeting your children. Now, Disney has said that we don't do that. We don't make propaganda targeting your children, okay?
Right.
This woman here is Disney General Entertainment President. Her name is Carrie Burke. Okay. I want you to listen to what she says here.
All right.
I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. And that was the thing that really got me, because I have heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks, in open forums and through emails and phone conversations. And I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself, but for them, to all of us. We had an open forum last week at 20th where, again, the home of really incredible, groundbreaking LGBTQIA stories over the years, where one of our execs stood up and said, we only have a handful of queer leads in our content. And I went, what? That can't be true. And I realized, it actually is true. We have many, many, many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads and narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters, and not have to be about gay stories. And so that's been very eye-opening for me.
Right there, what she just said, I have no problem with, JJ.
I
have no problem with a movie and the character is obviously gay.
Yeah. But it's just like over there. And it's like,
but it's
we're not going to literally have a song and dance about it.
Because 90% of the movies that I watch, the characters are heterosexual and they don't have anything to do with anything. There's not any kind of romance. There's not any kind of side romance, not any kind of sex scenes or anything like that. We don't have to have that. You don't have to have, I've got a crush on her, or she's got a crush on her, or what. You don't have to have that to tell the story, unless you're telling that particular story. And then that particular story, that's a whole nother bag of worms to open up. I just wanted to play you this. I mean, she goes on to repeat basically the same stuff.
Hold on. We got more. And now I got feedback somehow.
Okay. All right. There's only like 15 more seconds.
Go ahead.
And I can tell you, it's something that I feel perhaps had this moment not happened, I, as a leader, and me as my colleagues, would not have focused on. And going forward, I certainly will be more so. I know that we will be, and I hope this is a moment where, shoot, the 50% of the tears. Sorry.
I'm so excited about brainwashing your children because I have two fucking crazy kids that are raised by their goddamn nanny because I'm the general entertainment president for a multi-billion-dollar company. You think I actually sit down and make waffles with my children at night? Huh? Do you think I read them? Or
hey, she's got it all. She's got a career. She got a family. She got
the
it all.
nanny does. All right, probably her name is Guadalupe or something like that. Your children love Guadalupe more than they love you, and that's why they're so crazy in the freaking head. And I don't need you telling stories to tell my children that is okay, because it's not okay.
Deke, it's not. That is that woman's lived experience.
I say that out loud.
It's not like it's an agenda being crammed down someone's throat. Oh, we have another comment here. This is also from the Reimagine Tomorrow. Let's see what she has to say.
It's been a huge, informative part of my life, but at the
Let me turn it up.
Turn her up. I can't hear her.
All right, here it comes.
It's I love Disney's content. I grew up watching, all of the classics. They have been a huge, informative part of my life. But at the same time, I worked at small studios most of my career, and I'd heard, you hear whispers. I'd heard things they won't let you show this at a Disney show. And I'm like, okay. So I was a little sus when I started. But then
penises, because they do show penises in Disney shows.
Bafflingly the opposite of what I had heard on my little pocket of Proud Family Disney TVA. The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. And so I feel
I'm sorry. What did you say there? What was that?
All secret gay agenda.
I might have
my not at all secret gay agenda. Welcoming to
gay agenda.
Not at all secret
her
gay
agenda. So, her public gay agenda. So who is this woman again? What does she have to do?
She's one of the content creators over at Disney.
So there you go.
She's a producer.
As long as you keep supporting Disney and watching Disney Plus and watching their shows, because you've got to watch Secret Wars, and I got to know what Marvel's doing, and I got to know what Ahsoka's doing. And let me tell you, and I can watch all that show, all those shows without Disney Plus. There are ways. I'm not going to tell you how to do them. I'm just going to say that there are ways to do things.
I mean, you can just not watch the show at all.
Or you don't need to watch that at all. Yeah. You cannot watch the show at all. You don't have to have mind over matter is the most powerful thing. If you can conquer willpower, you've conquered the world.
Willpower, Bill Power, Phil Power, any of those guys. Deke, it's not like this is having a harmful effect on the Disney Corporation, though. It's maybe
do you
we're
have
wrong.
The numbers? Do you have the number sheet?
I got some numbers.
I don't think we're wrong, JJ, because I have seen a report here lately where I think you've got are you bringing up this article? Or are you
we got a couple different things. Disney, as you know, owns Marvel. I am hearing myself. So I don't know what just happened. Restream. Hang on just a second.
You're good.
No.
Is my audio screwed up?
No, it's not you. It's probably restreaming again. I don't know. All right, let's show this. Let's get this woman off of here with her agenda. All right. Disney lost more than $800 million in movies recently. A news analysis indicates that Walt Disney Corporation has accrued losses close to $900 million across 8 film releases from June 2022 to the same month, 2023. These titles include Lightyear, which, as you recall, was the super gay version of Toy Story, where I believe Buzz Lightyear
was super gay. Was it super gay? I didn't get to watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I believe that
I know there was a scene. There was something in it that non-gay crazy people got mad at,
and like anti-gay people. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't care.
Yeah, I guess anti-gay people is a better word.
Yeah.
Anti-gay, because I'm not gay and I don't give a shit about gay people there. I don't give a shit about people.
Yeah.
I give as much shit about heterosexuals, homosexuals as I do heterosexuals.
Stay away from my kids.
I don't give a fuck. Just stay away from me. I don't care. I don't want anyone around me, to be honest. I don't care what.
So you have the anti-gay versus the LGBTQ.
The anti-gay, this is what I was getting at, though. The anti-gay always has a problem with something. They'll find a problem with something. And, I'm not watching the Spider-Man movie because in the background, there's a fucking trans flag. It's like, oh, okay, you don't watch it then. Don't watch it then.
The cartoon.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. Buzz Lightyear, there was something. Was there like a gay character in the background or some shit?
I don't know. I just remember that it was in the headlines. There was Thor: Love and Thunder, which may not have been gay, but it definitely had. It was well lit, we'll say.
Does well lit now mean that you're
no? It was just honestly, this is not a very good movie. It was just not a very good movie.
Am I getting gayer? Look,
JJ, you got to have the pink and blue. Kind of like the colors I do for the show. Hey, you got lighting effects over there?
Yeah. I put on concerts in here at night.
It's if you do kind of like pink and then like neon blue a little bit at the same time, I think they call that bisexual lighting. Yeah. They had Strange World, which I believe featured a gay character. Elemental has the character Lake, that's a trans character. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania lost money, tons of money. Little Mermaid, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. These movies have lost nearly $900 million over the course of the year. Some bad plays from Disney.
But that's not all because of gay.
Not all of it, no. But they've been making bad choices. They've been making bad choices as a company because they're not putting story and product first. They're putting story and product first along with agenda and representation, and we got all these other things.
Well, they're putting agenda first, is what it seems like,
right.
and trying to keep the brainwashed masses going like they did for years, and we're sick of it. We're sick of it. And then the people that are like, we're sick of watching all the gay stuff everywhere. There's not that many gay people in my life, but on TV, it makes it seem like that every other freaking person in my life is gay. And there's not.
So, my brother tuned in with this information about Lightyear. There was a same-sex kiss in Lightyear between some character named Alicia and her partner. Yeah, I'm just glad that my brother is keeping his eyes on all that gay stuff, so I don't have to. So, just watch all of it for me. Disney in the last 2 years has grappled with internal changes, public controversies, and they've had to lay off 7,000 employees to save money. And the new streaming platform, Disney Plus, has had a decline of 2.4 million subscribers.
Because it's shit. Because they don't provide content.
It's terrible.
Shit, it's terrible. I mean, there's only a handful of freaking shows that you really want to watch on there, and then those are kind of, you can miss them.
The only thing,
and some of that National Geographic stuff I really like because I really like that kind of nerdy shit. That's what I always bitched about Comcast and whatnot, because the highest tier package was the package that had the military channel, the science channel, National Geographic, the only channels that I watched. And I had to pay the high tier channels for 3 freaking TV channels, basically. So I don't mind the National Geographic stuff on Disney. I watch a lot of that stuff, but I don't. It's not worth the money. I told Ashley to cancel it, like a year ago, and she
and the way they do it, they bill you for the whole year or something like that.
I found out why she secretly pays for it. I found out why there's a show that she watches on there, and it's her.
What show?
It's Dance Moms.
We need to write a strongly worded letter to your
dude. Woman. You don't even want to open that can of worms.
Dance Moms.
Don't even want to open that can of worms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's some old cartoons on Disney Plus. That's pretty much the only thing I let my kids watch.
Yeah, I've watched the
in fact, Disney right now is at this point where they're cramming agenda so much. I don't trust that I can let my kids watch a new show unless I have to watch it first to be like, are you guys going to put in some Black Lives Matter racist propaganda?
Then the kids aren't going to watch anything but old stuff. Is basically they're not. Your choices are very, very limited. As someone whose youngest child is now 11 and we don't watch cartoons anymore, I've went through a decade of the different cartoons and whatnot. That's basically the only thing that we watched in my house was, Phineas and Ferb and Sophia the First and freaking Bubble Guppies and all them old cartoons like
Bubble Guppies.
I know the plot lines to all them suckers. I've watched plenty of Dora the Explorer episodes.
We did like a 1 week trial of Amazon Prime a couple of weeks ago to watch the Jack Ryan stuff. Mm-hmm. And while it was on, the girls watched SpongeBob SquarePants one episode. And then they were singing SpongeBob SquarePants songs for 5 days. And my wife was like, I hate you. And I was like,
the SpongeBob, I've heard people that I don't let my kids watch SpongeBob, blah, blah, blah. Deacon watched SpongeBob. He's seen almost every episode. We watched SpongeBob together as a kid. And he loves SpongeBob is just stupid. I like SpongeBob because I'm a voice actor and I like all those. I like Tom Kenny. And Tom Kenny is the one that Deacon got to meet. Deacon got, I've got the photo. Yeah. But when we went to Comic-Con, Deacon, that's the only thing he wanted to do is he wanted to spend his money. He wanted to spend $80 to meet Tom Kenny and get his picture made with Tom Kenny. He's the voice of SpongeBob, the guy that does the voice.
Okay.
Of SpongeBob. So that's
I fixed the audio.
All right, let's get to our. That's Disney. That's our Disney story.
We got one more
off on a tangent. Okay,
yeah, we did. We got just one more thing here. Okay. Disney might be. This is not hard news, so this is kind of a rumor. Disney might be selling off AB News, or at least considering it. They're floating the idea. Bob Iger. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say Disney News? I meant ABC.
You said AB News, and I was like, I don't know.
ABC News.
That's cool. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
He was on this interview with CNBC, and he did not rule it out. It was kind of suggested. So, Disney owns like so much stuff. They own Marvel. They own MCU. They own ABC. They own ESPN. They own. So there's a massive amount of assets, but television is a model that's broken. It's not going to come back. Okay. People are not going to tune into their terrestrial TV and sit through your soap ads to watch shows when they can stream stuff online. Okay. So the TV model is broken, and ABC as a channel in that, model doesn't really work, and it's less than profitable. So he's now ESPN pulls in a lot of viewers for sports, live sports and stuff like that. And then they also have like pay-per-view, like sports and UFC fights and things like that. But so it has a different value model than ABC broadcasting. So they may be considering selling off a diminishing asset. Okay, so that's all. So Disney, they're not exactly like sinking, but they're not making money, and they are taking big losses. And their parks, nobody's going to the parks right now. The park attendance.
Nobody's got money to go to the parks. Nobody's got money to pay that exorbitant amount of cash to go to some damn park to wait in line all day. If you told me that we were going to Disney World, that to me sounds like a torturous, like
I don't want to do that.
There is, if you said, Andy, you have to take your kid, you and your family to Disney World, I would be like, can you just shoot me in the foot or the shoulder or something? I would take a bullet to the shoulder or the foot or something as to not have to go to Disney World.
Yeah. I've never been to Disney World. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. There's not, that's not the most happiest place on earth.
We had in North Texas, we had a Six Flags. And I've been to Six Flags when I was
St. Louis.
Yeah,
we would go to. And then Nashville had Opryland for a long time, and it had 4 or 5 little roller coasters, and it was a theme park. It was kind of like a Six Flags. And Opryland's not there anymore, but that was our little summer vacation. We would go down to Opryland, take a day and go down there. And every once in a while we would go to Six Flags. We went there, I think, twice. That was a longer drive. That's about a 4-hour drive to Six Flags in one direction. Nashville is only like an hour and 30 minutes.
When I was a kid, so we're talking like almost 40 years ago, there was a Sesame Street theme park, either in Texas or up in Oklahoma, one or the other. That's cool. I remember my kids taking me to this Sesame Street theme park, and I only remember the entrance, like going into the entrance, and it was like this big bird head or something. That's all I remember. I don't remember any of the rest of it.
See, I remember certain things about Opryland too. There's certain specific memories. I can't remember anything else, but then I'll come across a picture. My brother will have a picture. I'll come across an old picture of the park, and I'm like, I remember that. It's like, boom, it just flows right back, and I can remember other things. I've got another story, but I've got to talk here for about it.
We're gonna progress a little bit. He's got to be on the radio now. On Monday's show, we had some audio gremlins, or I don't know. We had some problems. Deacon did bring up this Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that remake that Disney is working on. You know how they like to take their classic cartoon films and then film them in live action terribly. So a lot of people are a little bit like rolling their eyes again at Disney as they attempt to live actionify Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And the controversial remake reportedly reimagines the Seven Dwarfs group as bandits because Disney doesn't want to hire little people. So I don't know if little people have higher rates or something like that. But Disney fans are upset. And here is a photo. And I believe that people even tried to reject the photo as not an actual image of the Seven Dwarfs, as though it were fake. We get that's as big as we can get it.
Okie smoky.
So Deacon showed me this the other day. So you see the Seven Dwarfs in the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs are not dwarves anymore.
Those are seven magical creatures.
Yeah, they have one little person, and then you have a black guy, a white guy, a kind of fat guy, a black guy, a black girl. So one of the dwarves is a female. And then you have this one in the back that looks like a giant with a headscarf, like it may be a woman or something. I don't know what's going on.
You got Shorty, Homie, Honky, Fatty. I can't see.
I think Disney just didn't want to pay high rates to little people because there's fewer little people.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What is wrong with magical? With creating a magical race of beings that their race doesn't grow any higher than like 4 foot tall, and that's just how their race grows, and that's how they grow. That's their race, and it's not a real race; it's an inventive race. Okay, and we're going to tell a story with these. This race of people, and so we're going to make a movie out of it.
Okay.
What's wrong with giving people that have this disorder that would fit that jobs? What's wrong with that? Because Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you people this right now, and this is a spoiler alert. It's not based on a real story. It's made up. Okay. It's completely made up. It's not real. Dwarves live in mines that mine and create vast underground cities
that are super greedy.
They don't really exist.
Oh, let's make believe.
That's a fantasy race created a long time ago and has been used over and over again so much that has been a discussion amongst dungeon masters in D&D. I was just reading a discussion just the other day, and I read this all the time, where dungeon masters discuss other dungeon masters. Like, JJ, you wanted to create your own D&D world for me to play in.
Okay.
But you want to put your races in it. You've got humans that are greedy. You've got your dwarves that live underground and mine, and you've got your elves that are tall and thin and live and are very beautiful and live in the forests, right?
Yes. Okay.
You don't want to do that. You want to put the elves underground and the dwarves in the forest and all this stuff. Well, that's a big discussion amongst dungeon masters because everybody wants to do that. Dwarves have been underground mining a race for so long and so many stories that is just basically what they are now. And when you try to change it, it screws with people. It screws with your players too much and screws with stuff. So what is the point in telling a story that we all know? And why change it? You're just going to piss people off.
There's exactly one reason why this is happening. And it's ESG. It is environmental social governance score. It is getting their ratings up. It is making sure that they hire a diverse cast and they make sure that diverse cast is on screen so that they're telegraphing that they're hiring a diverse cast.
We just talked for 30 minutes about why they were losing money.
Yeah, but if they try just one more time, it'll probably work.
One more time, it might work. Let's do it one more time.
And this is me being super cynical. Really, I think that's this. You have actors, you have all of the actors, right? Large pool, low rates. But if you're like, we got to hire only little people, that's a lot smaller pool. Rate's going to go up. You can't make this movie without dwarves. Well, yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You think we can't make we can't make Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs without the dwarves? Watch us.
No. That I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I do believe mathematically it is a smaller pool that you get to pull from actors and actresses. But
you start with Dinklage. And you're like, Dinklage, how much is going to be in this movie?
He's not the only little person that's an actor.
You're right. He's not.
There's probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. If you go to look, are you a casting director? No, you're not. And I'm not either. So we don't know how many. I'm just
you're not a dungeon master.
From the law of averages that you could probably find 7 professional, that there are probably more than 100 professional little people actors in the United States that they could pull from that are probably really good and would love to be cast as Happy or Grumpy or Sneezy or one of the iconic dwarf characters.
Sure. You know? Oh, I didn't even think about their names. What do you think these guys' names are?
Stupid,
do you remember?
moron, no.
It's Sleepy, Grumpy. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares?
One's going to be a they.
Tranny.
Skippy.
All right. That's enough. That is enough Disney shit.
I got one for you here. This is a story from one of our listeners, Brian Perkins. Thank you, Brian, for the story on Discord.
He's going to be back soon. Swim team's almost over, so he'll be coming back soon.
And you can join our Discord server with the little QR code at the top.
It's over there.
Federal Reserve is on track to deliver an instant payment service called FedNow between May and July. This right now. The central bank's clearest timeline yet for a new system enabling settlement of U.S. payments in seconds. The FedNow service also potentially negates the need for creation of a central bank digital currency. The FedNow service will transform the very way everyday payments are made through the economy, bringing substantial gains to households and businesses through the ability to send instant payments at any time on any day, and the funds being immediately available to recipients to make other payments or manage cash flow efficiently. Fed Vice Chair blah, blah, blah said Monday.
No, do not do this, you morons. And by morons, I'm talking to you guys in the audience. Sure. Don't fall for the government handling your transactions, you stupid people. If they can control money in and out of your account, they can turn your money off, dummies.
That was the only thing that always scared me about cryptocurrency. And I've got a couple of friends that are like, I've made a bunch of money off cryptocurrency. Let me show you how. And I'm like, okie dokie, I'll let you show me one day. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I saw a meme the other day that I was like, dude, I would be all for this. It was like, I have no idea what cryptocurrency is, but I would be all about some cryptid currency, some like
a
Bigfoot coin or like a werewolf coin or a Loch Ness monster dollar bill.
Werewolf teeth.
I would be all about using that as currency.
Okay, cryptid currency.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
We should productize that somehow.
No, how can
we do transactions with Loch Ness scales? We'll have to set up the conversion rate.
No, I'm just talking about little coins with a Bigfoot and Loch Ness monster and Mothman.
I got another story for you here. What about Slender Man or that Slender Woman?
Slender Man. Well, Slender them. JJ.
Remember that clip we did with the Slender.
All right, I got another one here for you. This was a tweet that was sent out last night. Last night.
Oh, I got a story for you after this.
All right, so the tweet says we have a severe pilot shortage, delaying flights. All right, if I'm not a flyer, we have a severe pilot shortage, delaying flight issues. Yet Congress just voted down an amendment for airlines to reinstate pilots who were fired or forced to resign because of vaccine mandates.
Wow!
Only one House Democrat voted for it. The vote took place about 3 minutes ago on the floor. That was last night at 9:05 p.m. Central Time. So about 9 p.m. last night on the congressional floor, one Democrat voted to allow those pilots who were fired or forced to resign because of vaccine mandates back on to alleviate some of this pilot shortage problem. 200 and you see a picture there? 211 voted nay.
That is 211 cultists. Cultists.
What is the agenda there? Look at he's smiling right here. Look at this smiling face. He's smiling. They're all just she's smiling over here. They don't give two rips about anything.
They don't care about you.
They don't care about you. They do not care about you. The only thing they care about is going home and getting drunk and getting.
I mean,
I'm not going to finish.
Look, they can get back and forth to Washington just fine. They don't need to worry about this. That's 211 Democrats and 83 Republicans that
do you think
are gonna continue to punish you for not bowing to the knees of the federal government.
I paid $3.05 for gasoline this morning, a gallon. $3.05 for a gallon of gasoline. Do you think they pay that for gasoline?
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
No.
Except for the ones that got a Tesla.
Do you think they have to worry about the pilot shortage, JJ? Do you think Mitch McConnell, I'll use Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, from my state. Do you think he has to worry about a pilot shortage? I got a hair right here on my ear, little thing that sticks out. It's driving me nuts.
This is not the time for you to handle that, Deacon.
I'm trying to pull it out. It's short. I've shaved it and I can't. It's driving me crazy. I was just going to bring that up. Ashley sent that to me, and I thought, that's interesting. I don't fly, but that shows you right there now what's going to happen. Oh, we're American Airlines, and we're failing, and we can't fail, and we need $100 billion to please bail us out. Can we get some bailout money? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, right. Of course. Of course. Deke, Netflix announced yesterday. Maybe yesterday.
People yesterday.
I know. They are removing the basic ad-free plan in the US and the UK. So
this was
now
the $9.99 ad-free plan.
Now, if you have it and you didn't quit, then you get to keep it until you quit. And
this is like one TV. It's like one screen now.
Right.
The $9.99 is one screen, no ads. We went up to the premium plan years ago when the premium was only like $14.99 or $12.99.
Right.
The premium's now $19.99, and the premium offers me four. The reason I get it is because it offers me four. I can be going on 4 screens at the same time, and I had 28 people in my house, so I needed 4 screens of Netflix.
Some of my house was in my neighbor's house.
Some of my house, I would log on. I'd be like, I can't log on. And it's because they were logged on at other people's houses too.
Right. David says that he's flown with Mitch McConnell on a regular flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Mitch McConnell was sitting in the business class. The whole plane was parked, and Mitch McConnell was escorted on the plane. They had to wait for him to get on board before the plane could go.
Well, yeah, but he's the most he's probably the most powerful man in this country.
Yeah, he's the man that keeps the president's nuts in a pincher. He can't get shit done.
That's really cool, though, that you got to. Okay, all
right. So then the new plans for Netflix are $6.99, which is standard with ads, and then $15.49, which is the standard plan, whatever that means, and then your $20 premium plan.
Standard is regular, no ads, one screen, probably.
Right.
Probably get one standard with ads. Let's see. No, $6.99 is standard with ads, and then standard is okay. Yeah, that's probably no ads, one screen. Premium is top 4K or whatever and 4 screens.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix, and this isn't convincing me to get it.
Let me tell you, Netflix is kind of pissing me off right now because I think it's I don't know what it is. I think it's my Roku, my old ass Roku TV, but it keeps dropping it. Dropping out of the application. I'll start up Netflix and it'll drop out of the application. So normally what I'll have to do is if I want to watch something on Netflix, I open it up on my phone and then I screencast it to my TV.
Oh, that works better than just playing. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it works completely fine in the Roku because we were talking about it one day with Ashley and I was like, there's no way to clear the cache on this old Roku TV because my TV's probably like 5 or 6 years old.
Is it built into the TV?
Yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, I never thought about this now, but TVs are more computers now, and they have all these apps that they do instead of channels. You have apps, and I was like, I need to clear the cache on this TV, and I think that would fix the problem, but there's no way to do it. So I started looking it up. The new TVs, there's a way to do that. The new Roku's, but mine's an older version. And I didn't have that.
I have like a 15-year-old television, and I just have a stick that plugs into one of them. And downstairs, I have an Amazon Fire Cube. It's pretty cool, but either both of them, they just plug in the HDMI port.
Yeah, if you ever got their own things. If you ever wanted anything else, you're going to have to upgrade your TV. But you're not a TV watcher. I've got Disney and Netflix and Prime and Apple and Hulu. We've got them all.
Yeah. That stuff works on my phone. Deke, I saw this yesterday. This is the best thing. So we're going to have a little trailer. But first I need to ask. On a scale of 1 to 10.
4.
Massive fan. How massive a fan are you of Nicolas Cage?
Oh, that's a good question.
Nicolas Cage. The one time very, very nearly Superman, Nicolas Cage.
I'm going to have to say a staunch 9. I'm going to say 8. I'm going to say 8.7. I love the guy.
For you.
I really like him. There's only been one role that he's played that I didn't. And there was just one. Con Air. Nicolas Cage cannot. I loved him in Con Air, but he cannot do a Southern accent. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He can't do a Southern accent. He can do anything else but a Southern accent. And that movie, for any
so hard to take him
watching Con Air,
incredible as a criminal.
Like every time he talks, I'm like, ugh. It's just like,
what about Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider 2? Yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna warn you in advance because I don't want you to get upset. This trailer is salted with a little bit of Ron Perlman. I know. So if you have a paper sack there somewhere, you're gonna love this. We're gonna go full screen on this baby. Oh, this is a Red Band trailer. Kids, cover your eyes and ears. And why are you watching this show? Don't watch this show.
I am a haven't seen my daughter, and now her daughter shows up at my front doorstep with not a word.
I think my parents are in some kind of trouble.
Oh, Ashley's in trouble. What is it this time?
Get on that flight and do not come back without my hard drive.
Purpose for your visit?
Pleasure. Lay low for a few minutes. Welcome to the island. I'm losing my patience. Oh, no.
Boom! Kills him. I just got out of here with my life.
Did you shoot me?
I guarantee you there's more men that are already coming. And they will not stop until we are all dead.
Come on, Ashley. Ashley, don't make me...
Who are you?
The old guy, he keeps killing everybody. Everybody. Who is this guy?
My dad's an assassin, isn't he?
Yeah, your dad's totally an assassin.
Here, have some more syrup, sweetheart.
That looks good. I like Nicholas Cage. I will endure Ron Perlman for that. Ron Perlman, did you see some of his latest stuff where he was like saying something about what the CEO was talking about, the actors need to do this, and he was like, Ron Perlman's tweet was basically, his video was like, look, buddy, we know where you live and you need to watch out and blah, blah, blah. It's like, motherfucker thinks he's actually a motorcycle gang member. He's played the fucking part for so long, he thinks he is one now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's vulgar. I don't like Ron Perlman.
Yeah. I think I blocked him on Twitter or muted him. Or I'm not following him anymore. I just can't deal with that dude. And the thing is, I love some of the stuff he's made, but he's a psychopath. Like, he's crazy. All right. Okay. What's up, puppy? I had the only other thing I had in queue here was this Wheel of Time season 2 trailer, and I can't watch this. It's Wheel of Time season 2. Bastards! I hate the Wheel. So Wheel of Time is back in their promotion cycle, and they're doing Wheel of Time Wednesday. So on Wednesdays they're dropping new clips and photos and videos and shit. And it's like being stabbed in the face with a dildo every time. It's so bad.
I mean, a little dramatic, or are you being?
No, it's just bad. And anyway, so season 2 is coming up for both of the people out there that enjoyed that adaptation. You're going to get another season, which I'm calling season 2. We already paid for this, so we have to air it and monetize it some way. Oh, why are we? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Has a choice.
Wheel of Time.
And every choice has a consequence.
Oh, are we going to get scared?
Yep. Oh, we got audio.
Yeah,
we got audio. Here, let's put let's not do that.
No, we can just sit here and talk over it. So I don't remember any of this crap. I would have to go back and rewatch the whole first season, and I don't remember. I don't really want to go back and watch the first season now.
The thing that you're not going to get because you never read the books is it the most important character, the center character of the entire show is Rand al'Thor. He's not just like, he's an important character. He's literally like the pin at the center of everything.
Oh, so what they have done here. I'm remembering it as I'm seeing this now. I'm remembering they've told the story and like there's like 6 or 7 different main characters in this.
Right. Yeah, okay. but they have Moraine as the principal lead in the show, and the actual character, the one that is the most important, is Rand al'Thor, and they cast somebody who's probably okay but he's not. He doesn't have any charismatic weight. He's not drawing you to the screen, which is totally out of sync with what.
Who is that one supposed to? Who is that supposed to be in this trailer? Which one?
Exactly. Well, they have him stuck to a cartwheel at some point in this show.
Him? Is it him? Him?
It's that guy.
No, that him.
Yeah, that guy stuck on a cartwheel, which is that guy. That's
him.
That guy that you forgot was in the show is supposed to be the Dragon Reborn, which is like the incarnation of the most, not only the most powerful, but Wheel of Time has this concept of Ta'veren. A Ta'veren is a person around which all of reality bends around them for the purpose of the turning of the wheel. Okay, events must happen in the world for the cycle to turn. So there have to be wars. There has to be conflict. There has to be a conflict between the avatar of goods and the avatars of evil, and the dark one and the good forces of good. There have to be, these things have to happen. And in order for the events of the wheel to turn out, there have to be Ta'veren that draw people in. They change probability. They change the world around them, not necessarily unwittingly, but they're basically like, they're very important pieces. And this guy is just like, he's like the fourth extra on the show.
Hang on,
anyway.
I got something for you here.
Yeah, that's right. That is the appropriate reaction to Amazon Wheel of Time.
Nerd.
I know.
What a nerd. Oh, jeez.
Listen, you're the guy that's not even upset that Amazon bought Lord of the Rings and then was like, oh, let's throw that out and just make stuff up.
No.
All right. All right. That's all we got today. Hey, let's do jokes. Hey, yeah. I think you upset my brother earlier. I don't even know what you said, to be honest.
Why did I upset him?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't even see anything.
Deacon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are teddy bears never hungry?
What the hell did I say? I don't know. I don't know. Why are teddy bears never hungry? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'm just
if you wanted to kill it. If you wanted to kill a joke, that was the way. Just stop and ignore me.
I'm sorry. I didn't. You pointed it out, and then you read the joke.
I know.
And then so I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and I'm reading that 30 minutes ago he got.
Well, I just read it too.
I said, look how much it concerns me. Jeremy, I know you're watching after the fact, but I don't know what I did and what you took personal, but
I don't know. I don't even know what happened.
I don't either. Whatever. I don't care. I have a huge obsession with reading comics, JJ. I think I have issues. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever wondered why whales live in salt water?
No.
Pepper makes them sneeze.
Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. My wife has banned me from making any more breakfast puns. She says if I make any more, I'm toast. But the kids keep egging me on.
Oh, double up there. That's good. I got a breakfast one here.
Right,
no, not after I said that. Never mind.
All right, I got one more. Here you go. Here's the last one for me.
Okay, all right.
Here's a nerd joke for you. If R2 is short for R2D2 and Chewie is short for Chewbacca and Annie is short for Anakin, then what's Luke short for?
I don't know.
A stormtrooper.
Oh man.
Come on, that's a nerd joke. When I told that to Ashley, I had to explain it to her. All right, and I got to go rewatch the show to find out why I hurt Jeremy's feelings. I don't even remember what I said.
Hey, I got a question for you real quick, and then we can go. This is a serious question because I know that you made this D&D PDF of Mario Brothers that were mushrooms.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that based on this show called Last of Us or
No.
the game or something?
No.
It's not at all related.
No,
have you seen?
I never played that game. I never read or saw. I don't have HBO, so I never saw that. I knew that it was about. I knew that it was a it was a critically acclaimed game, and I knew that it was about a cordyceps virus. But that's all that I knew. I took that idea for Mario over. It was something that Deacon said one day to me. We were talking about Super Mario Brothers. And we were talking about something, and it was something that he said. And I said, wouldn't that be cool if the Mario world was like taken over by a cordyceps virus and like the Goombas were zombies? And it was a short story. I think I was giving him an idea for a short story to write. And so I made it into a D&D world. You can, I've still got it available. I post stuff on my Twitter all the time for DMs and stuff. I just posted something the other day. Illicit substances like drugs that you could use for your character to give them to flesh out your character a little bit better, or for DMs.
Well, I started watching the Last of Us TV show. Oh my gosh, it's amazing, dude! You should get a trial of HBO or whatever. There's a couple shows you should check out over there. That
I can ask Blackbeard.
Last of Us is pretty good.
I'm sure Blackbeard probably got it in his booty. It's pirate booty.
All right. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. We will be back tomorrow morning, 6:30. Drink coffee, talk news, or something. This is awkward.
Where's the button? Hit it.